Hello and welcome, as it is the 20th day of February 2018. Let's go over a comment which was posted by Hal Hercules. And it states, a few videos ago you were telling everybody Litecoin Cash was a scam, but now you're going to claim with a question mark. You haven't been very considerate to the developers, bearing in mind the hard work and long nights putting into the LCC. If you had some principles, you'd retract the statement in a new video. Well, quite frankly, there's a lot of people that put in a lot of hard work and long nights into what they do that don't get appreciated much at all. And I feel, to the most part, with a rare few within this channel, that that's the case here. I still do these videos. I really don't know why, but that's part of the business. However, I don't remember calling it a scam. I totally remember thinking it of a scam. I totally know that I have the free right to my opinion. I also know that in the more information box where my disclaimer is, all the information or all the stuff in there is my view on things, my opinions, how I think towards it, what I am doing as far as my trading strategies. That's what the videos come down to. What you decide to do is up to you. That's why in practically every single video, I state what you do is your own risk, own reward. Because if you take any information from anybody and you lose, so you know what? It's your fault. It's your fault. Unless somebody went out of their way to completely scam you and manipulate you in whatever way, and that was their intent, and they succeeded. Other than that, no. And then, of course, if you win on whatever, it's like, okay, guys, I told you Litecoin was going to be good. Pay me. No, not even maybe. If you take the risk and make a play on something and you win, you'll win. That's how this game is backed. Totally. However, again, I don't ever remember calling it a scam. But I'm surprised you would say now you're going to claim with a question mark. Because if you watched my videos from before, you would have originally stated that plan A was to move the the Litecoin from the hardware wallets to a temporary wallet. Like well, just basically I don't even know them too. I don't even use them. So it's like, I don't really. But the whole idea of taking a large amount of my life savings and then moving them in from a very secure location to a less secure location to get a gain, it's the part of the game I didn't want to play. When I realized there was a plan B, I mentioned plan B from the start, and then I stated that my action, what I am doing, that's always what these videos are about, is I am using plan B. If they happen to be totally not good, then I'm just going to watch it go. And I don't want to take all this work, because it would take me a good hour. And it's going to take me a decent amount of time to take all the funds from all the hardware wallets from the people that I know and then get their Litecoin Cash, because there's a lot of people in my family line that I have set up. So that was my choice. But I realized at the time, well, what happens if it's good? So my monkey brain would think, okay, I get my private key from my hardware wallet, take it that way, of course, like normal, move it out. That's not going to be fun, but if I have to do it, I'll do it. And that's that. So I stated what my plan B was. And then the action comes out, Litecoin Cash comes in. It's trading at an extremely polar opposite insane price from where I thought it was going to go. I was guessing it would go at about anywhere between 800 to 2,000 Bitcoin Satoshi, and then over the next few weeks fall to 100. But no, it's much, much higher than that. So, okay. So I knew in case it was good, I had a chance to get it. I've explained the situation within the channel, how I view the private keys. As in, if you do the step-by-step process, take it off the hardware wallet, put it to some other place temporarily, take the hardware wallet you used to have, the private key, and you'll never use it again, and you'll make a new one. So based on the price, I'm going to have to do it, but I guess you have the opinion, and you definitely have the free speech to think that my comments are defamatory. However, that again is your own opinion, and everyone else is going to have their own opinion as well. However, when we look at stuff like how you've put long nights into and hard work, how much work has been putting into sharing the anonymity of the 4 developers on there? There really wasn't much at all. Not even a last name, let alone any type of history about the people. Especially when a lot of the truther communities have been mentioning this for weeks upon weeks before the event. That's always the first thing that I look for was, and I don't even look at ICOs. I also am curious to how developers would have no idea how hardware wallets work. That's, to me, I'm really, wow. Because if you're really big into the crypto business, almost everybody should know the Nano, the Trezor, the Keep Key, especially, of course, if you're making coins. Now, as far as the place where it's being traded for like $7 and change each, $7.70. And when you consider the 10-to-1 split, it's pretty much $77. Or right now, over a 30% return. I mean, this is insane. But you know, like I've stated on my videos before, it's insane to think these non-insane events are not going to happen. So I'm not surprised on that sense. I'm shocked, but I'm not totally surprised. This is the only place I've seen Litecoin Cash being traded. It's traded right now at $4.5 million volume. I am logged in right now to my YoBit account. I really don't have any funds on here. I got 62,500 weeks, but that's 60. They trade at 1 Satoshi. I got 3,523 Bitcoin Satoshi, which is basically nothing. And there's my 62,500 weeks. Okay. When I click on deposit on Bitcoin, I get my address, which starts with a 1. They're going to start with a 1 or a 3. And that's my address. Okay, that's fine. If I go to say something like, we'll say Litecoin. I click on deposit. Address comes up fine. Let's go to Litecoin Cash. Click on deposit. Deposits for such currency is temporarily off. And I don't care too much about poor English when the world has done a great job over the last several decades in learning English as a second language. But why can't I deposit? Where are these $1 million supply coming from? I wish I knew the answer to those, and I literally would state that in a question form where I want to know the answer and I don't know the answer. I always wondered how the pre-markets would work. This is something I looked for all week long, and I couldn't even find a pre-market on LCC. Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Cash, the pre-markets were there. The Segwit 2X, the C2X or whatever that was, there was a pre-market for that. That was like a flop, I think. But I couldn't find a pre-market, and I wondered back then how would pre-markets work. And I thought, well, that would be relatively easy to figure out, because assuming a new coin was coming out like Litecoin Cash, and this is before the fork, let's say assume I contact the exchange and say, okay, I want 100 Litecoin Cash. Okay, well, just ensure you have 10 Litecoin to fulfill the 10-to-1 split ratio. You cannot withdraw them, you cannot trade them until after the fork. And then, of course, the amount of LCC we'll be giving you, we're prepaying you. And of course, there might be a fee for whatever, but that's how I thought that they could enter the market for the first time. So I don't know where the supply is coming from. Everything to me is very fishy. But as I've stated many times again, only price pays, which is the answer to that question right here. Have yourself a great day.